Everyone, how you doing? How you been? This is Mitchell Dumlao, and just wanted to say hello and welcome to another episode of the weekly download. So thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you for always watching these videos. And today we're going to talk about creating an ultimate video content strategy for 2023. And this is something that I've learned over the years working with clients, creating my own content strategy for my YouTube channel and my social media accounts, and just learning from a bunch of mentors, books, courses, and of course, masterminds. And so when it comes to a content strategy, it's all about knowing what type of content you need to create, the format of the content, your target audience and their viewing habits, and the type of goals that you want for the campaign: more views, more reach, more sales, more newsletter signups, whatever it is, as well as knowing the platforms you're uploading to, and then the scheduling for your posting and a whole bunch of other things as well. But I'm going to dive in today on how to create a very robust video content strategy with my template. So the whole thing is that you have to really understand your ideal customer profile. So if you don't know what that is, basically an ideal customer profile is your ideal customer in some sort of written form. So you can actually have a picture. You can take a picture from Google Images of two people, a male and a female, of your ideal customer profile. And that could be someone that's 20 to 30 years old, male that loves playing video games and eating fast food. They like to watch videos on YouTube as well as TikTok and Instagram. The videos they watch are in the cooking space as well as the video game space, and they, also love to, stay in and play video games. They don't go out during the weekends, and you can get really, really deep on an ideal customer profile. But that's going to really help you craft a really good content strategy, because a video content strategy is all about creating videos that will attract your target audience or your ideal customer profile to get the results you want. All right, so whether this is for you or for your client, it's all about really knowing your ideal customer profile, your buyer personas, or really your just target audience. And then from there, you're going to start working backwards, right? In a way, you want to just know that your ideal customer profile is going to be the one doing the actions that you want your video campaign to have and the results to have. So it can be that you want more sales. So if you want more sales, you got to know what type of people are going to buy your product. Okay. At the same time, you should also know what are the campaign goals. So if it is sales, amazing. Then we're going to create content that's going to showcase a product and service, the unique selling propositions, the value props. Also, what are the special features and benefits that would attract your target audience to buy that product, right? Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's just brand awareness. Brand awareness is just how much traffic, how many views, how many website traffic did you get? What were the likes? What were the comments? What was the engagement? And that could be one of your KPIs or key performance indicators. And then you can also just have pure views or even subscribers, or it can be website visits, or it could be just the amount of people who sign up for your newsletter. Whatever it is, you have to know your campaign objectives. And how are you going to measure those objectives? Are you going to measure it through, Google Analytics and YouTube Analytics, and then your pixel from your Facebook ads, so you can know what were the actions or the ads or the content that led to a purchase. Then you can calculate return on ad spend or ROI, or return on investment. Okay, and so really understanding how you're going to calculate your goals is going to help you in the future when you start getting the numbers and data when you post your content, know where to go in order for you to measure your KPIs. Okay, and if you reach your KPIs. All right. Now another thing you need to get that you need for a content strategy is, of course, the platforms you're uploading to. So what that means is that if you're trying to target a B2B audience or an audience that's business to business, they're probably not going to be on TikTok. I mean, I know it's forever changing, but they're most likely going to be on LinkedIn. So if you now know that your target audience is on LinkedIn and you want to get more website traffic, then you want to create content on LinkedIn that would attract the audience on LinkedIn to actually click on a website link to get that action and to record that data. Okay, so when it comes to that, you really have to create content that is LinkedIn focused. A TikTok video format probably won't attract people on LinkedIn and vice versa. So you have to start studying your target audience and the type of viewing habits they have on LinkedIn. How do you do that? Well, you can look at other competitors. So look at the competitors in your space or in your client space, see what they're posting, see what the engagement is like for a lot of their posts, see what are the popular posts, see what the type of posts they are. Are they how-to videos? Are they educational videos? Are they promotional videos? Are they live streams? Are they interviews, podcasts? Whatever it is, figure out what that type of content is. And then you can see the type of engagement that they have for that content. And you have to also make sure that it also fits your brand, right? You just don't want to full on follow the trend and see what's popular for your competitors, because if they're doing music videos or lip sync videos and you're a manufacturing company, you probably don't want to have a lip syncing video just to get the views and reach and the website traffics that you want. You want to have a video format that fits your brand and your vision and also your voice. All right, so that's very important. And as you start figuring out the type of content to add to these platforms, the type of content that you need to create, you also want to know the duration, right? What's the duration of this content? Is it long form content, right? Is it long form content for YouTube, 2 to 3 minutes, or even longer, 10 minutes, 15 minutes? Is it short form content for TikTok and Instagram Reels or Snapchat, 15 seconds to 30 seconds to just 1 minute? Or is it, within the range of 1 minute and 30 seconds for Instagram or Pinterest or whatnot? So it really is, again, depends on your target audience's viewing habits. What are the popular types of videos on that platform? And then figuring out, what is the correct duration to really attract your customer in order for them to do the action that you want them to take, right? And that would be more website visits. So a lot of that comes into that whole, content strategy that you have to create, so you understand the steps you need to take when you're creating the content in order for you to get those results and to reach those goals and reach those KPIs, right? It's really good to just write this all down. And so I was actually going to show you a screen share of basically one of my content strategies and one of my content strategy templates. So I want you to take a look. I think it's pretty cool. And so hold on one second. And so the best way to do this is I'm actually on Jotform. And so what that does is that Jotform allows me to actually create these types of videos, types of forms that I can send to my client or use for myself. And what I do is that I then use that to ask questions. And those questions allow me to actually look at what are the different types of videos or the duration or the platforms, all based on the questionnaire that I send to my client. And what's great about that is that it allows you to keep it nice and formatted, and you don't have to always just ask questions and then try to figure out, through the conversation you had on the phone, if you have all the information right. This way, on a Jotform, you can have it all in one place. So I'm going to show you right here what I'm talking about. So this right here is my Jotform. And so in this Jotform, I ask the client basically the date, the client name, company name, project name, and email. I ask for the summary of the company. I also ask what is the objective of the campaign, right? I also ask, what will be the tone and manner of this campaign? What's your message? What are your technical specifications? Again, that's the aspect ratio. How long is the video? Is it a 16:9? Is it a vertical 9:16? Is it square, or whatnot? And then I also ask for the download links for branded assets such as logos, end cards, title cards, a brand book, so I know the font and the design specifications, the do's and don'ts. So that's really helpful when you're creating videos and content. I also ask about the target audience for the campaign, so the ideal customer profile or your target audience. I know a lot of people like to mix those two, but there is a little bit of a difference. Now, there's also what's the intended geography of the campaign. Is this national? Is this international? Is it just West Coast? Is it just Texas? Whatever it is, it's good to know that question, because then you can create local-driven content or nationally-driven content. And then also which platforms you want to publish content to. That means, again, is it going to go to just TikTok? Is it going to LinkedIn and YouTube? Or is it just a website or even just Amazon? What's your campaign KPIs? What's your key performance indicators? Is it brand awareness? Is it views? Is it likes? Is it purchases, newsletter signups? Whatever it is, you should know what it is so that you can then look at those metrics when you do post your video, and you can prove to them that you actually created a video to for those results. And then you can look at those and see if you actually achieve those results. And then the deadlines, of course, for the final deliverables, and provide any references to help me understand the vision. So that's just any type of video reference that they can provide. And that could be a YouTube video from before, it can be a mood board, it can be a creative brief, or it can even be just pictures that they thought, okay, this looks pretty cool. I want something to look like this. And this usually turns into something that looks like, hold on, this afterwards. So what I do is then, this is I just took one of my clients, she actually answered all those questions, and I put it into a content strategy template. And so usually this would be created into a PDF, but then I just created a Word document or Google Doc for right now, just for the purpose of this video. And at the same time, I added a few things that I usually do when I get the answers to that form. And so again, you get the client name, the company name, project, summary of the company. It's good to know the summary of the company, so you get to know what their overall history is, and also they might tell you more about their overall mission as well. It's all about today. It's all about promoting passionate farmers. All right, and obsessed with growing to the highest standards. So these people really want to show that they are all about sustainable practices and growth and regenerative growth for their crops, whatever it is. Like, it's really good to know the overall essence of the company, because it helps you create the videos that speak their voice. Okay, the objective of the campaign. So for them, it's brand awareness. And then for me, when I talk to them, that meant reach, traffic, views, engagement, and that also means likes, comments, follows, and subscribers, and reshares. But for them, really, it was website traffic. I'll just put that there, and reach. So how do we, how are we going to, calculate that? And so we would have to put different types of either pixels or a custom link on the video in the description, so that when someone clicks on that, we can track the clicks to see how many people clicked on that link to go to the website. Right? There's other ways that we can, track website views, but that's a whole, different video. And then from there, I'm asking, what is the tone of the campaign? And so for the tone of the campaign, this is good to know, because you don't want to create a funny video for someone that wants a much more serious and professional video, right? For them, they want something that's witty, it's passionate, cheeky, but never crass, culturally informed, elevated but not elitist, premium but not luxury, educational. Okay, so we want something that's a little bit relatable to people, but have some sort of polish towards it. So it looks great, looks beautiful, looks polished, but it isn't elitist and arrogant and it looks down upon the viewer. It actually wants to speak to the viewer like it's a normal person, face to face. This is our brand, take it or leave it type of tone. And then over here, what is your message? So they want to have a message that is highlighting Sumo Citrus's unique attributes. Just to give you a background, Sumo Citrus is a food brand. They are a certain type of orange or citrus fruit that was one of my clients. And so their message was to tell people that their product was incredibly sweet, easy to peel, enormous, and seedless. All right, so how can we show that in a video? Okay, type of videos. So this is after a conversation I had with them on an onboarding call. The type of videos that we're going to create are recipe videos. Okay, so we're going to create recipe videos that we're going to speak this type of voice and have this type of tone, and then the message is to portray all of these in the message. Okay, technical specifications. All right, is when I have to know the deliverables. I need to do 4 60-second videos in 16:9, 1:1, 4:5, and 9:16 versions, each with a 30-second, 15-second, and 6-second cut down. All right, that's a lot of deliverables, but it's really good for social media to have these types of versions and these cut downs. You can use it for ads, you can use it for teasers, and then throw the long form videos on the website. Right, so that's what they want. They want this to be on the website, which we'll show down here. So who is the target audience for this campaign? Now, they said broad audience. We've been working together, so I kind of know what their audience is. But for the sake of this video, I know it's all about just being super targeted when it comes to the ideal customer profile. So let's say instead of broad audience, they said, females from 25 to 35 years old. In America, mostly maybe California. They are young moms that love cooking. They are health conscious, love yoga and Pilates. Watch Alo Yoga YouTube videos. This is good to know because then you can promote the videos on Alo Yoga's YouTube channel, right? Or yoga YouTube channels. And maybe they have, they make, $80K to $150,000 a year. And they love watching videos on YouTube, Instagram, and Pinterest. Okay, and TikTok. Let's put TikTok in there. We will get even more deeper with this, but this is a really great way for you to kind of just see, how detailed you can get with this, so you can know, okay, this is my target audience or my ideal customer profile. I know if they like yoga, Pilates, or just having, health and wellness is the main, focus in their life, of course, next to their kids, then they're very health conscious. They're very health conscious. We want recipe videos for healthy meals. We're not going to be doing milkshakes and banana split ice cream with fudge on top, topped with M&Ms, right? So you're going to do something. We're going to make recipe videos that are a little bit more healthy. At the same time, they're filling. All right, we want, because since they're going to be, working out, they're going to want to have filling post-workout. So maybe we do a post-workout recipe video, right? And then, of course, since we know that they're on YouTube, we'd like long form. TikTok, we want to do some short form teasers. For Pinterest, let's make them very visually stunning. And we're also focused on the thumbnails. So, you really want to make a really nice thumbnail. So maybe take pictures at the shoot. And for Instagram, again, make it visually stunning. Okay, what is the intended target geography for this campaign? So for this can be, again, national West Coast amplification. They live in California. So maybe we can do some sort of California background theme, right? So maybe it's on the beach with palm trees in the background and, Chuck Taylors and people doing yoga in the background. Be as West Coast LA as possible. And it's really great to have that because it helps you kind of leverage the local trends as well as local landmarks and other things that people will recognize when they live in that area. And then which platforms will these videos be uploaded to? So they said mainly their website. However, it may be syndicated to IG, TikTok, and etc. I talked to them, and they also wanted YouTube. And usually what people do is that they upload to YouTube and then embed on their website that YouTube video on their website. All right, so now we know where we're going to upload these videos. So we have a specific type of aspect ratio for YouTube, IG, and TikTok. For all those videographers out there, you know how frustrating it can be to film in horizontal and needs to be cropped for square and as well as vertical. Now, the next thing is, what is the campaign KPIs? So what are we measuring for success? This is brand awareness and website traffic. So brand awareness can be very broad because brand awareness really is, are people aware of your brand? And the different ways to measure this, because you can also measure this by press. How many people have mentioned you on blogs, on press, on news channels, which actually ultimately determines awareness, how many people are aware of your product. But there's also views. Views can be website traffic. It can be video views as well. So there's different ways to calculate this, but for them, it was website traffic, okay? Deadlines, that's when it was due, and then posting schedule. So this is something that you can talk with your marketing team or their marketing team so that you can figure out how you're going to post these videos. So if you really had a YouTube strategy, you would figure out what your past videos have done on certain times and see how successful it's been on Mondays at 12 p.m. or if you need to change to maybe Wednesdays at 9 a.m. PST. And these really determine whether or not you're going to upload on certain days randomly or have a very determined schedule. It's always good to have a predetermined schedule based on data that you have on your past videos. So let's say that you have a YouTube channel or a TikTok or a YouTube or an Instagram. You've posted before, recipe videos before. You look in the past of when you posted on those videos and you see what were the results. You can also get even deeper. If you go into YouTube analytics, you can see when viewing habits have spiked on different days, different times in that day, as well as platforms that they've been watching. Have they been watching on their phone? Have they been watching on their PC? Have they been watching on their tablet? Why that's important is that you have to create mobile optimized videos, which you should always do, or you can do smart TV optimized videos. What that means is sometimes you have a large space to work with, so you can have a lot of details. But if you have a small space to work with a phone, you have to make sure the text is big. You have to make sure that you pass the mute test. You have captions and all of that just so that your content can be viewed on all platforms that you feel your target audience will watch it on. All right. So when it comes to posting schedule, just again, look at your analytics. You can also just come up with a consistent schedule on your end. And then after this campaign, see if that works. Is it Mondays at 12 p.m.? And then at Mondays at 12 p.m., you post on YouTube, and then you use that embed link for the website. And then you can also use those 30-second or 15-second clips to post on TikTok and IG to promote the YouTube channel or to promote the website, since we want more website visits. And then you can run IG and TikTok ads with the 15-second version that will point people towards the website. Okay? And the last thing I ask for usually are video references. So what are past videos or current videos that you like that I can look at in order for me to have a better sense of the vision and the style of the video? Okay, and so this has been very, very helpful for me when it comes to a content strategy template, especially for video. And again, it all comes down to your ideal customer profile or your target audience and their viewing habits. Then from there, figuring out your campaign objectives, right? Those can interchange. You can come up with your campaign objectives first, but usually you want your audience or your customers to be already thought out when you start your company, so you actually have product market fit, right? So anyways, when you do have your objectives figured out, more brand awareness and website visits, and you have your target audience, now you can figure out your target audience's viewing habits, what platforms are they on, what type of videos do they watch, and then from there you can start figuring out what type of formats of videos you're going to create. This one's going to be recipe videos, 1 minute with 30-second, 15-second, and 6-second cut downs, mainly for the website, so it can be long form, but use the shorter cut downs for IG and TikTok for ads to point people towards the website. The tone, is great to have the tone, so you know whether it's going to be funny or witty or professional and serious, sad, happy, whatever it is. It's always good to know the tone. Of course, the message as well. So what are the unique selling proposition that you have for your website or for your product, or what are the things that you want to say in your video to get people on the website? Maybe it's a product launch. Maybe it's a new cause that you're promoting. Maybe it's a change in the C-suite and the founders, or maybe it's just telling people what you believe in. Whatever it is, it's all about making sure that you have the message that you want in the video tied in with the objectives, and try to create some sort of story to achieve both, right? Then from there, of course, the type of videos that you're going to create. Technical specifications is very, very important, so you don't end up shooting vertical the whole time and realize that you have to extend it for horizontal for YouTube. Then there's a target audience we just talked about, and then of course the intended geography for the campaign. Is it local? Is it national, statewide, international? Is it only in Asia? Is it only in America? Okay. And then from there, the platforms you're going to upload to, which we talked about, the main campaign KPIs, website traffic, your deadlines, when are you posting, when do you need to actually deliver the videos, because you might deliver a month before they start posting. And then posting schedule. Posting schedule is usually done by your client's marketing team. This is good for you to know whether or not, if it's your own videos for your own content strategy, and also if you just want to suggest it for your client. And then for me, I like asking for video references. All right, so that right there was a content strategy template that I've used based on a client onboarding form that I send to my clients when they do sign up for a video package. And this is what I use. And I use Jotform to come up with this creative brief questionnaire that turns into a content strategy right here. All right. So hopefully that was helpful. I really want y'all to understand that when it comes to having a content strategy, you really have to make sure that your target audience, your ideal customer profile is figured out, and also that you have the right tools for posting. You don't want to have just vertical videos when you want to go on YouTube, okay? So again, this is the weekly download. Today we talked about showing you my video content strategy template and helping you create a video content strategy. I post every single week. Again, this is a weekly download every Monday. And if I miss Mondays, it'll be sometime that week. I appreciate you for watching. And if you like this video, please like, comment, and share this with anyone you think would find this helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know by emailing me at mitchell@videcontentschool.com or leaving a comment below. And if you have any questions at all, please ask me, because I honestly love answering questions and helping folks really improve their video content business or their videography career. Thank you.